It was a night no one could forget. Flames tore through a vehicle on the side of the road in Berlin, trapping a woman inside. With the clock ticking and the fire spreading, bystanders could only watch in horror.
That's when two deputies made a split-second decision, one that could put their own lives in danger. Deputy First Class Mark Shane and Deputy Errol Buffa pushed past the heat and the smoke to pull her to safety. Now, their courage in the face of almost certain tragedy is now being honored with one of the highest recognitions in Maryland law enforcement, the Valor Award. And we are honored to have Deputy First Class Shane and Deputy Buffa of the Worcester County Sheriff's Office join us in historic Studio D. Gentlemen, thank you so much for making time for us today. So I want to ask you to take us back to that night when you first arrived on the scene. What did you see?
It was definitely chaotic showing up. It was first time I got there. All I saw was fire and a car and a tanker truck, and that was kind of basing off the information we already received. And then from there, everything else just kind of unfolded.
Wow. Now, I've said this forever. First responders are wired differently. What is going through your minds when you realize you've got to act?
So when we first got there, actually, I didn't think that there was any way that anybody could be alive in that car. I started focusing on like the hazmat tanker to figure out what kind of chemicals we were dealing with and focusing on traffic. And that's when Deputy Buffa went up and actually found that there was someone alive in the car. And that's when we knew that we only had seconds to get her out.
So what was the biggest challenge? I mean, obviously fire, but were there any other things that we would not think of?
Her injuries were making it impossible for her to help us. So it was really just the seatbelt, her injuries, and then obviously the fire was just pushing us back.
So warm, so hot, I guess, really.
We both got burned while doing that.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty warm inside the car. The fire was just starting to come up through the floorboards, and her foot was actually trapped under one of the pedals.
Oh, no, okay. So how does your training come in? Like, does it just automatically come to you that your training and everything you've been taught for this moment?
Yeah, I think for both of us, it was kind of, when we got on scene and went up to the car, we saw that there was actually someone inside. It kind of probably just went blank for both of us, and we kind of just acted and went from there.
You weren't thinking about getting burned yourself or getting hurt?
We weren't really thinking. I've been preparing for this scenario. I had a bunch of tools ready, and when it actually happened, I didn't grab anything. I forgot everything and just ran up to the car. I didn't even take a fire extinguisher with me because, like I said, I didn't think anyone was alive.
Right.
And what about the woman inside? Have you met with her?
No, we haven't.
Not yet?
No.
But she's okay, as far as you know?
Yep, from what we've heard.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
So what kind of message do you hope this sends to the community by sharing your story about what happened that night?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's more, I guess, of knowing that folks like yourself, who are first responders, who are there, and I know a lot of people take it for granted, but you guys are trained for these situations, and it's nice to know that we have you in our community, so much so that you're going to get awarded as well.
And you had gotten the award, the Valor Award.
Yep.
Yeah, so tell us about that. What was that like?
Definitely a nerve-wracking experience. There was a lot of command staff and brass. I know, obviously being the governor, it's kind of a lot going on all at once. So.
It's probably, you're not so much for the recognition, you're for doing the job, and that's
Absolutely.
very admirable. And we are so fortunate to have men and women like you on the front lines and helping us out every day.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you for what you do. The everyday boring days and then the days like this, and I'm sure you would step up and do it again.
Absolutely.
Yes. Deputy First Class Shane and Deputy Buffa, thank you so much.
Thank you.